Hi everyone, welcome back to the sunny side. I'm Sunny, and today I'm going to tell you guys what I learned from Virgo. Alright, first things first, no, I didn't learn to cook the books from Virgo. I knew how to do that all on my own. Alright, next. Virgo, second things first. Virgo is definitely nitpicky. And they're constantly complaining. And there are definitely nicer ways that I can phrase it, but it's still the straight up truth and you can't really avoid it. They also nag, but so do a lot of other signs. So today, anyways, no big deal. What else? Virgo is a thinking earth sign. This means they look at and focus on physical details. Excuse me. Virgos are logical and their thinking is usually based on tangible facts. This means they are very much if-then kinds of thinkers. This means they live in a world where X leads to Y, or to put it another way, 1 plus 1 equals 2. Again, no big deal. Except there are a couple of different ways to quantify and qualify and respect things like information, our behavior and how we're identified. And the whole idea, the if-then approach, which some people call, Confucianistic thinking, is really just, it's only one of the ways. Anyways, again, this isn't a big deal either, unless you don't have all of the facts, which of course, the nature of living information is such that we don't, And I'll say that in English. We never have all of the facts. Period. Logic exists within and connects the dots of what you already think you know. This is why humor is so important to Virgo. Yep. No, not because they're chronic warriors, or that they're constantly, trying to BS you with irrelevant facts. It's not the point here. But humor is important because it stretches Virgo's intellect. Yep, jokes work by leading someone along a popular if-then statement, painting a picture from A to B, but just before we arrive at point B, it turns out we're actually at point C. Duh! And that's the punchline of the joke. You were led to believe one thing, but when the final details of the joke were revealed, it turns out that we were on a completely different journey altogether. And in a nutshell, that's the structure of comedy, if you need to know that. It's all about romancing the unexpected. Alright, Sonny, so what, man? Like, seriously. Alright, well, all I'm saying is, Virgos are logical and factual. Which is an amazing and useful intrinsic characteristic. But it's, it can be limiting at times, right? And different approaches to thinking can be hugely liberating to Virgos. But alas, unfortunately, I didn't learn this from Virgo. I wish I did. It would demonstrate a lot of creativity and expansion of thought, but sadly, no. Anyways, what else? Alright, this gets important now. Virgo sees details, and they make lists. It's kind of weird when they do it, but anyways, planning is definitely a good thing. And FYI, Virgos aren't necessarily dreamers, Actually, they're the opposite of dreamers, quite literally in the zodiac world. Pisces, their opposite sign, are the romantic dreamers, and Virgos are into facts. But this doesn't mean that Virgos don't have lofty goals or even dreams, so to speak. Not at all. All of the Virgos I've ever known have goals. They make lists that are very easy to follow. And they pursue their goals by following the list. This, of course, is both a good and a bad thing, right? But I don't want to be too negative towards Virgo because I do appreciate the approach. And it is the simplest, most popular, and most effective way to achieve the most when you're working with tangible and repeatable events. I mean, Virgo has this down. Like, they're the absolute best at it. Unfortunately, when gaps appear in the logic or the dots won't line up, this line of thinking leads people to do exactly what's happening now. And it's especially sad because it's the exact same... Okay, I'm going to digress for a moment and tell you guys a little blah blah here. But the problem with this line of thinking is Not that it doesn't work in a lot of situations, and I totally appreciate it, and this way of thinking is useful. However, the line of thinking leads people to do exactly what's happening right now. And it's especially sad because it's the exact same thing that's been happening for thousands of years. I know you guys think, a lot of you guys think you're evolved, but when people don't understand something or the logical facts don't line up, which again, of course, it never does, people start saying things like, oh, the Illuminati did it, the Illuminati, or those people are possessed by demons, or they're dangerous, or my favorite, I've been hearing this a lot, space aliens did it, sonny, space aliens did it. I'm like, whatever, man. Okay, all right, it's all silly. No, it's not stupid, not at all. I'm not calling that any of that stupid. If people's worries and concerns or gaps in the spectrum of your intellectual, whatever, I'm not saying that's stupid at all. It is a little silly. In mathematics, using a placeholder is perfectly normal. When you don't have all the information for the equations. So it's sad when people make stuff up and blame others when they don't understand, right? But none of that is Virgo's fault. They may precipitate it, they may start the debate, but none of it's Virgo's fault. Not even a little bit. They're just sounding an alarm. But I bring this up because Virgo is one of the biggest blame other people signs of the zodiac, and this shouldn't be news to anyone, But alas, I didn't learn to project fears or blame others for my own idiocy from Virgo. I'm grouchy, all on my own. Anyways, it's not all bad. Virgo is an absolutely amazing sign, and I've known some very sexy, very beautiful, super smart, and talented Virgos in my day. But I've also known some bad ones. But again, some of the bad ones, what did I write here? I also know some bad ones who think they know more than everyone and they constantly bend and break rules, blah, 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 blah. All signs have good guys in them. All signs have bad guys in them. The plus of Virgo is absolutely spectacular. You need a Virgo on your team. But the downside can be something that you can definitely do without. Just saying. Anyways, you see, Virgo does see the details. And they're amazing at creating plans of action. So when you're down or you're lost or you're confused, Virgo will show you the way. All right? And they'll do it in a way that you can understand, and they'll do it in a way that you can actually follow. They will, okay? No, it's not romantic. And it might not be showy or glamorous. And it's definitely not dreamy. But it's going to be hard work. Virgo is definitely into hard work. But it is something you will be able to do. So, whenever you're making a big decision, you should always listen to your Virgo. They can see a physical way through the distress. They can create a plan based on the resources available, and they will point out very real facts that you missed. To put it bluntly, Virgo showed me the way. From the very basics of how to clean up the lodge to where I should look to set up my music studio right here today. You see, I do call them names, so it's really funny, I bug them a lot. But Virgo is important to me. They take care of the details that are really easy to lose track of when you're busy, and they're focused and success driven. And they always show me the way forwards towards my goal. For the most part, success requires a plan, and Virgo, straight up, has the plan. It's super important. I think it's kind of cool too. And that's what I learned from Virgo. Virgo has always shown me the way. And that's the action on Virgo. Thanks everyone for watching the video. Maybe sharing it with your friends on Facebook. Maybe giving it a thumbs up and even subscribing to the channel. Every little bit helps support the channel, and I appreciate all of it. From thesunnyside.net, I'm Sonny, reminding everyone that the message is just as important as the messenger. So even though Virgo is a little bit nitpicky at times, they still have a very strong message to offer those willing to listen. Some people need everything to be sugar-coated. I don't. And either does Virgo. And I appreciate every single one of them. And Virgo's kind of hot too. I like when they're at the gym. Okay. Anyways, once again, I'm Sonny. From the sunnyside.net, I'm Sonny, wishing everyone the absolute best of the week. We should make this Go Hug Virgo Day. They could really use it. They could really use it. Anyways, I'm Sonny, wishing everyone the best of the best of a beautiful week. Go hug your Virgo, and I'll see you soon.